Iranian authorities reportedly have placed Mahsa Amini's family under house arrest. Protests have been sweeping across Iran since September, when the 22-year-old died in the custody of the country's morality police. Now demonstrators are calling for regime change, posing one of the biggest challenges to the republic's clerical leadership since the Iranian Revolution in 1979. Skylar Thompson, head of global advocacy at human rights activists in Iran, joins me now with more on this. Skylar, what can you tell us about these reports of Amini's family now under house arrest?
Hi, thanks for having me. These reports are really what would be in line with what we'd see, re-victimization of victims that should really be seeing reparations for crimes committed by the Islamic Republic. We have not been able to confirm the reports that the family is indeed under house arrest, but it would not be a surprising move. This is really something that the regime does. They silence victims of their own violations.
Now, Skylar, Iranian security forces reportedly opened fire at mourners who also gathered at the cemetery where Mahsa Amini is buried. I know you've been documenting alleged violations against protesters by security forces. So what else are you hearing on that front?
Yeah, these sort of uses of lethal weapons against protesters are incredibly abhorrent. We have documented a death toll of now up to 270. And as you can imagine, this number is incredibly conservative. When the situation is as securitized as it is, documentation is difficult. When the internet is completely restricted, it's hard to capture, the breadth of what the regime is actually doing. But of the number that we've documented of these killings, this captures 39 children under the age of 18. The youngest of those is age 11. When you have reports of children as young as 11 being shot in the face by security forces, you can sort of imagine what's going on the ground. Just before we got on air, I was reviewing a report of a 12-year-old boy shot and killed in the face. The brutality is really quite heinous.
Now, Skylar, the international community has been calling for accountability. Has there been any so far?
It's a great question. We are seeing momentum in a positive direction, better than we've seen in the past. The United States has released now 3 rounds of targeted human rights sanctions on Iranian human rights abusers. This is great. We really welcome these tools. Canada, the United Kingdom, and the European Union have done the same. This sort of united action for individual human rights violators is really important. And so we really encourage that action to continue. But what I think is most important is that there be united action at the United Nations level. So for a UN-led investigative mechanism on Iran and the crimes committed within its borders to happen is really important. And we have indications that Germany is willing to take the lead on that. And so we would encourage member states of the Human Rights Council to gather around Germany and its leading role to ensure that that happens.
All right, Skylar Thompson, we appreciate your time today. Skylar, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.